Hello YouTube, Wes here checking in. I hope you all are doing great, having a great day, great night, whenever it is you're watching this. It has been a very long time since I have made a video here on YouTube. I don't know, just haven't been in the mood to do it recently. I don't know what it is, I don't know what's going on, but um, I hope it changes soon because I do enjoy making videos and I do enjoy interacting with you all and I do enjoy hearing from you all. So, you know, missing that is sad, but it is what it is. I did want to share with you the things I picked up in the month of February, even though they were kind of already late into the month of March now. And I didn't pick up a whole lot of vinyl in February also. So that's kind of part of the reason also is I did not pick up a lot of vinyl in February. So I wanted to also share with you some of the CDs and some books I purchased in February as well. We'll start off with CDs. I haven't really mentioned it in a while, but I've been buying a lot of CDs, more CDs than ever nowadays, just because there just seems to be more of them out there and available in thrift stores and whatnot. And the prices are just crazy cheap right now. There was a thrift store last year that was selling CDs like, I think they were up to like $6 for $1 at one point, or down to $6 for $1 at one point. So yeah, just picking up lots and lots of CDs. So I wanted to share some of those with you that I've picked up in the last month. So we'll start off with some new CDs, and the first one I have here to share with you is the latest release by The Weeknd. This is his new one called Dawn FM. I think it came out digitally around the end of last year. Was it the end of last year or maybe in January at some time? But finally got a CD physical copy release of this. I believe it's coming out on vinyl, or it came out on vinyl as well. The Weeknd vinyl is... they're like $55, and I'm not paying that, so I buy them on CD. I do enjoy listening to them, and this is, you know, pop music, so it's perfectly fine to have on CD, and I've already got it in one of my little thin PVC cases that I use as I rip this to my music server in FLAC and put it on the shelf. So that was one of the things I picked up in February. The second thing I picked up around the same time as the Weeknd album is I've been kind of wanting to get Art Blakey and the Jazz Messengers, and in particular the Night in Tunisia release, and I found this 5-album box set on Amazon. And this includes, as I said, 5 albums on CD. It's a really good price, and I thought, yeah, I'm going to go ahead and get this and sort of do some more exploration with Art Blakey and the Jazz Messengers. So yes, we do get, of course, a night in Tunisia. The Freedom Rider. Rihanna's Delight. Art Blakey and African Drum Ensemble, The African Beat. This was a really cool one. Really different kind of jazz album. Definitely, I wasn't expecting it to be as sort of African sounding as it is, but it's a really cool blend of African drumming, and Art Blakey's a drummer, so it's really cool. Definitely check that one out. I was glad to get that one. And then the final one is Free for All with Art Blakey and the Jazz Messengers. So that was a cool little box set. I've really enjoyed taking some time to sort of sit down and listen to one of those albums every evening, sort of checking out what they're about. And yeah, I really enjoyed getting this box set. Art Blakey and the Jazz Messengers. So we'll move on to, I guess next I'll share a couple of Dollar Tree CDs. I know Steve Value Vinyl has been showing Dollar Tree CDs for a while now. CDs didn't show up in my local Dollar Trees until around February of this year, so I'm just now starting to pick some up here and there when I find them at the Dollar Tree. So the first one I picked up here is a release from Crowded House. This one's titled Intriguer from 2010. and it's a CD and a DVD package. So that one's pretty cool. I'm not familiar with that, but I am familiar with Crowded House, so we'll see what they have. Here's another pretty cool one I found at Dollar Tree. The Chieftains with Ry Cooder. I do like both of those artists, so I'm looking forward to hearing this one. It's titled San Palricio, also from 2010. And then the last Dollar Tree one I'll share with you, one from J.J. Cale titled Rewind. That's from Time Life Music from 2007. So yeah, this is unreleased recordings. Includes both Cale originals and songs written by Eric Clapton, Waylon Jennings, Randy Newman, and Leon Russell. 14 unreleased J.J. Cale studio tracks recorded with a full band between 1973 and 1982. So that was a fun Dollar Tree find, or a $1.25 tree find, we can call it now. Because yes, they did raise their prices at the beginning of the year. If you hadn't been in a while, so everything at Dollar Tree is now $1.25. This next one I'll share with you was a find from the Jacksonville Beach Flea Market. Went there in February at some point just to take a trip up to Jacksonville. Didn't find too much there music-wise, but I did find this really cool Madonna Cd Box Set. It's titled Madonna, The Complete Studio Albums 1983 to 2008, and it's exactly what it says it is. I believe there's 11 albums. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Yes, 11 Madonna albums from the very first one to Hard Candy from 2008, I guess. Really neat little box set. Again, sort of mini LP sleeve styled sleeves here. So there is the debut album, and these first couple albums have some bonus tracks on them, which is nice. Some 12-inch dance mixes and stuff. So that's pretty cool to hear some of those on here. So there's the first one, self-titled, and then we have Like a Virgin, and then True Blue. And Like a Prayer, and Erotica, and Bedtime Stories, Ray of Light, and this is Music, American Life, Confessions of a Dance Floor, and Hard Candy. So that's pretty cool. I think I already had all those on CD already, but to have it all sort of condensed down in a box set is really nice. So I thought that was cool. They only wanted $5 for this, so I thought, yeah, for 11 Madonna albums for $5, we'll go ahead and do that, no problem. So that was a really neat find. I don't know how difficult this box set is to find, but if you're a Madonna fan, this would be a fun one to pick up if you can find it. This next CD I have to share with you, I picked up at Second and Charles in Jacksonville when we were up there the same day we picked up the Madonna CD box set. This is Missy Elliott with her album, The Cookbook. And yeah, I just never got around to picking up this Missy Elliott album at the time when it came out, so found it for a couple $2 at Second and Charles and decided to grab that. All right, and all the rest of the CDs I have to share with you are some thrift store finds here and there and everywhere. I just picked a random assortment of things to share with you. I don't want to show them all, as I said, I've been buying a lot. This first one is a Numero Group release by Fern Jones. The Glory Road is the title of it. Numero Group number 5. So I picked up a couple Numero Group releases on vinyl and enjoyed diving into them. They're kind of historical artifacts, sort of lost to time, kind of reissues, and yeah, go ahead and check that one out. That was a fun one for a thrift store. This next one, I don't know what I'm getting into. It just the cover caught my eye, and I thought, yeah, I want to hear what that is. This is I believe it's the Pookie Smackers with Socialismo Americano. I'm guessing this is punk or some kind of aggressive music. But yeah, it's got the sort of Sergeant Pepper kind of cover there. And there's the back. So yeah, I haven't had the chance to spin this and see what it is yet, but just just based on that, I said I got to see what this is. So we'll find out what it is at some point. This next one is a compilation of house music from 91 to 96 called A Retrospective of House. It's got Paul Anderson, John Kelly, and Norman Jay. And yeah, just a 3 CD set of, I guess, house mixes done by those people. Thought that would be interesting and had a cool little cover on it. I got one of these Ultimate Dance Party 97s. I've been picking up these sort of, the MTV Party to Goes and those kind of things because they tend to have alternate mixes on them of popular songs of the day, and it's just really cool to hear and really nostalgic, but yet something maybe you hadn't heard before kind of things. I didn't really buy these back in the day, but yeah, I've been picking these up here and there and enjoying spinning them. It's fun, something fun to listen to when you're driving around and that kind of thing. This next one is a Smashing Pumpkins release I didn't have, Machina. Machina. I did find a bunch of Laurie Anderson stuff one day. Got a couple here to share with you. Home of the Brave, a film by Laurie Anderson. So I'm guessing this is soundtrack music she wrote for a film that she also made. So that was pretty cool. And then another one here, Tightrope. Bright red Tightrope. I don't know. Well, I don't know. It says bright red on the front and the spine, and then on the back it says Tightrope. But yeah, Laurie Anderson, always interesting to listen to. So want to dive into that at some point. Also found this album from Beck that I hadn't heard before, so I thought I'd check it out. Stereomagnetic Soul Manure. There's the track listing on that one. This one was pretty cool. The soundtrack to Priscilla, Queen of the Desert. It's got a neat hot pink tray. Pretty cool there. Here's another one. I'm always on the lookout for stuff on the Hearts of Space label. It was a radio show back in the 80s and 90s that played a lot of electronic, spacey kind of music, usually on NPR, public radio kind of stations. And whenever I find a CD on the label, I always pick them up. And this is Novus Magnificent by Constance Demi. So that was a nice one to pick up, and then we'll close it out here. We'll close out the CD portion of this video with XTC's Oranges and Lemons. Yeah, do have some XTC in the collection, but didn't have that one. So those are some CDs I picked up in February. I'll maybe roll in some more of those here and there, depending on how much vinyl I have to show each month. I know March is already pretty good stack of vinyl, so might not show any CDs next month, but we'll see. But I did want to share a couple of books I picked up in February as well. The first one here is Autobiography by Dave Grohl. These are music-related books, obviously, that I picked up in February, not just random books. But yeah, I like Dave Grohl. I want to hear some stories from him, and this one has a lot of neat photos and stuff in it, and it'll be fun to dive into this at some point. So I wanted to grab that and have it. So that is available if some case you missed it. And then the other book I picked up that I wanted to share with you is This Bright Future, a memoir by Bobby Hall, who is the hip-hop artist Logic. And this is his autobiography. And as it says here, this is a signed copy that I picked up at the Barnes & Noble in Ocala. There's the autograph there. So yeah, I really do like Logic, and I wanted to read his story because I know he has a really interesting, a really rough beginning in life, and he sort of made the best of it, and it should be a pretty good story, so I'm looking forward to diving into this one as well. So that's available as well. Check it out if you're interested. So let's go ahead and get into what you're all here for. Probably a bunch of you skipped ahead to this part, but whatever. We're going to talk about some vinyl now. First, we'll start off with the sort of newer pickups that I've had in the past month, or in February, I should say. This first one picked up another of the reissues of Placebo. This is their album Battle for the Sun, 2009. Yeah, just great sort of... I never know how to explain what Placebo sounds like. It's kind of like an emo metal kind of sound. Very, very hardcore, but also very emo at times. And it kind of weaves those two things together. But yeah, I wanted to keep grabbing these because they've been in print for a while and they're probably not going to be in print much longer. So I wanted to add another one to the collection. And there is the group there. And the back just has a kind of a cloud photo. And then this is a black vinyl with a dark black label. Very nice. Nicely done reissues on these and very affordable as well. So no complaints from me. It's nice to have these on vinyl in the collections. I've had them digitally for a while, but it's always nice to have physical copies of things. I'm preaching to the choir here on that one, I'm sure. All right, this next one was a blind buy from Walmart one evening. As I said, we do our grocery shopping at Walmart on Friday nights, and you know, I usually browse what they have in the vinyl section there, and this was one of the new releases one evening in February, and this is an album by Amos Lee titled Dreamland. So kind of folk, kind of country, kind of R&B, kind of pop. Definitely a little bit of everything there. Very approachable music, very positive music, very uplifting kind of music. Yeah, really good stuff. I definitely have enjoyed listening to this over the past month or so. Gatefold, and then this Walmart pressing is an exclusive, I believe. It does come with a printed lyric inner sleeve, and then really nice sort of blue, sort of, I don't know what you call that, sort of a mixed blue vinyl there, but yeah, really nice and pretty, and yeah, definitely fits the album art and the sound of it as well. And yeah, just kind of very upbeat, uplifting kind of music. And, you know, a little bit on the sort of folky, country, pop kind of side. Yeah, so Amos Lee, Dreamland. And then the next thing is another thing from Walmart, another Walmart exclusive from, I believe, the Friday after I picked up the Amos Lee. They had their sort of vinyl display end cap all set up with celebrating the 50th anniversary of Billy Joel. So, of course, they had all the standards like Piano Man and Innocent Man and Glass Houses and all that kind of stuff. All that stuff, when I first started collecting vinyl, you could go into any thrift store and find those albums. Nowadays, it's not that way anymore, I realize. So I realize that's why, you know, the reissues are important. But I never got the chance to get Stormfront on vinyl. This album came out in '89, so I'm sure there were never that many pressed to begin with or sold to begin with. Anyway, I never stumbled across Stormfront on vinyl before, so I did want to have this on vinyl. Of course, this one has We Didn't Start the Fire on it. I Go to Extremes, just a classic Billy Joel album. And, you know, when I was growing up in the 80s, this was the kind of Billy Joel stuff we heard on the radio mostly. It was new and you know, the new thing from Billy Joel. So it's cool to have this on vinyl and hear it. Or it's cool to have it on vinyl and have a physical copy of it. These Walmart exclusives do come with a 12 by 12 poster. So that's a photo of Billy Joel from the time period. And then again, the inner sleeve has lyrics on it. And this is pressed on a, I guess you could call it a Stormfront red vinyl. More of like a, kind of like a lipstick purpley red kind of vinyl to me. Kind of an odd color. It doesn't really fit the cover that well, I don't think, but it is what it is. But anyway, yeah, it's just nice to have this on vinyl. As I said, I have most of Billy Joel's stuff on vinyl already, so it's nice to have one more. Okay, the next ones I have to share are some pickups from Urban Outfitters in Jacksonville. When we were up there, the same trip, we got the Madonna CDs and the Missy CD. Went to the Urban Outfitters, as I do like to do, and saw that they had reissued some Miley Cyrus albums. And I'm a Miley Cyrus fan. I like collecting her stuff. And I went ahead and grabbed one. The first one I grabbed is Time of Our Lives. This one has Party in the USA on it. One of my more favorite Miley Cyrus albums. So I grabbed this one. And then we went to dinner. Well, I'll tell that story in a minute after I show the vinyl on this. But this is a purple and white splatter vinyl. Yeah, very, very pretty. So yeah, I picked this up, paid for it, walked out. It was getting to be about dinner time. We walked down to a Ted's Montana Grill and had dinner. And while I was at dinner, they said I had enough points for a gift card. Yeah, I'm part of their rewards program at Urban Outfitters, and somehow I'd racked up enough points to get a discount. So I went back and picked up. I was only going to get one of these, but I ended up with two of them because I'm only in Jacksonville 2 or 3 times a year anyway, so it's not like I was going to be able to use that reward soon enough before it expired if I didn't use it that day. So I picked up Can't Be Tamed by Miley Cyrus as well. And this one's pressed on a gold and black split. So yeah, glad to pick up a couple more things for the Miley Cyrus collection. And all right, so this last stack of stuff I have here are all from one thrift store. I only had one thrift store haul the whole month of February, and it is what it is. I mean, that's what it is. You go to a lot of thrift stores. A lot of times you're not going to find anything, but occasionally hit something good. And I did have a pretty good day at the Repurpose Project thrift store here in town, where some of those CDs came from as well. This first one, these first two actually are some newer vinyl, which occasionally you run across newer vinyl in thrift stores. It's rare, but it's always kind of a weird kind of feeling. But this one's from 2013, Capital Cities with their album In a Tidal Wave of Mystery. They're known for that song Safe and Sound. Still gets played on the radio pretty often, I think. Or at least fairly recently anyway, it's pretty often heard on the radio. But yeah, just kind of modern pop rock kind of stuff, very commercial sounding stuff, but not something I would have bought necessarily, but in a thrift store for $1, yeah, I'm gonna buy this. There is the gatefold. I do really like the artwork on this album. Really nice artwork. And this is on black vinyl. All right, and the other newer piece of vinyl I picked up is from Rah Rah Riot, titled Beta Love. This is also from 2013, so whoever had these liked 2013. A group I wasn't familiar with before. Again, kind of like a pop rock, very leaning heavily on the pop side, very commercial sounding kind of stuff. An enjoyable listen, not something I would necessarily pay $20 or $30 for, but again, for $1 in a thrift store, I'm going to go ahead and do it. This one has a nice gatefold cover, or not gatefold, a nice die cut cover. And then the inner sleeve has that on one side and the lyrics on the other. And then it's on black vinyl as well. All right, this next one was kind of a blind buy based on the cover as well. Looked like it might be kind of psychedelic, and it is a little bit psychedelic at times, but mostly not. Mostly just very, very pop, jazzy kind of stuff here. But this is by Roger Kellaway, and the title is Center of the Circle. Yeah, it just has that really cool cover on it. Had this promo letter taped to the back of it as well. Yeah, as I said, at times it gets a little bit psychedelic, a little bit sort of pop psyche kind of sound. Not pop psyche, but kind of folk psych, I guess would be the best way to put it. But mostly just, kind of folky on A&M Records. So yeah, a nice listen, not something to necessarily seek out, but it was fun, enjoyable, and enjoyed hearing that. Always looking for interesting things for the Christmas collection, and I did not have this one before. This is Christmas with the Canadian Brass and the Great Organ of St. Patrick's Cathedral. Isn't St. Patrick's in New York? Wanted to add something to the Christmas collection. Always on the lookout for something that's not the very common Christmas albums you find. So wanted to pick that up. And then this last thing to have to share, it's kind of funny. I bought this album on Amazon, I think in December, based on a recommendation from Tavis. And lo and behold, there I am in the thrift store, and there it is. Here's Little Richard by Little Richard. So I've got a second copy of this. Yeah, I just wasn't expecting to find it there. Yeah, if I would have known, I would have never bought it on Amazon. But this is the same reissue that I bought, same modern reissue of it. So yeah, I mean, I guess I can sell one or whatever. But thought I would share that I found that. It's just kind of weird how that happens sometimes. So those are my pickups from February. I hope you enjoyed it. Leave me any comments you have down in the comment section down below. I'd love to hear from you. As I said, March is a pretty good month so far as vinyl. I just celebrated my birthday about a week ago, and yeah, it's been a good month. So March will have some good vinyl finds. I'm excited to share with you what I found, and who knows? There's still a week or so left. Maybe I'll find some more. So stay tuned for that. Stay tuned for more other things on the channel. Hope to get some more stuff going here on the channel. I have a lot of ideas. I have a lot of stuff in the can. I just got to get off my butt and get it done. So thank you for watching. I'm going to take care of that. Hope you're all doing well, and we'll see you again real soon. Cheers.